What's up, guys? A little rocky start. My connection was off. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the video. I'm Tara. I'm a registered nurse, a health coach, a nutrition coach, and a personal trainer. And today I want to talk to you guys about your fat loss journey, if you're on a fat loss journey, all these things popping up, your fat loss journey and instant gratification. So here's the thing, you guys. Our brains are wired to look for and seek out instant gratification. And it makes sense, right? Because instant gratification, having these little feel-good signs along the way to indicate that we are on the right path would have been a good thing to have, right? You know that, you're on your way to go pick berries and there's some berries that are dropped off from the tree and you get to start eating them before you even get your big harvest or whatever, right? So you get that instant gratification before you get the big harvest of your berries and bring them back to the tribe. That was a silly example, but whatever. You get my point here. So instant gratification is something that we're always seeking out. The problem here is not that we want instant gratification. The problem is that most people are not tapping into that. They're trying to fight it and either not look for the instant gratification, or they're looking for instant gratification in a way in which we don't get it when we are on some sort of a fat loss journey, or really any kind of health journey. I'm going to talk about this in terms of fat loss because that's what a lot of people say that they're looking for, but you can really apply this to anything else in your health journey. So the problem here with the instant gratification is that most people want to see signs of, like big signs of fat loss pretty early on in the process. And then that makes them not want to stick to things, right? Because they're like, well, I've been all in on my nutrition and fitness for like a week and I'm not seeing any signs that anything's going well, right? Like I don't have a six pack yet. So maybe I should just eat all the things this weekend. That's not where we can get instant gratification, right? So you don't need to know a ton. You just need to know a little bit about the science to know that that is not possible. You're not going to see all those kinds of crazy results right away. This is going to be a long process, right? Like that's not the sexy thing, but that's the truth. It's going to be a long process. It's going to take some time. And the only way to get from point A, where you're at right now, to point B, where you're going, is to stay the course and to course correct along the way as you get there. So you have to stay consistent. So in order to stay consistent, you have to stay in the game. And in order to stay in the game, your brain is going to be looking for instant gratification. You need to give it that, but in different ways. So hey Janine, hey Terry Ann, thanks for watching, guys. So how do you give yourself instant gratification then? Well, you sort of shift what you're looking for. Instead of looking to be ripped after a week of being all in on your fitness and nutrition, think of it in smaller terms. So let me give you an example. If you're looking to lose body fat, I discuss this all the time. The truth is you need to be in a slight calorie or energy deficit, okay? Because your body will only tap into its fat stores to use them up if you give it a reason to use it up, and it'll only have that reason to use up your fat stores if you're taking in slightly less than what it needs. So it needs to go into the closet and get the reserves from your body fat, and use that up, right? So you use 2,000 calories a day, arbitrary number. You end up eating 1,500 calories a day, whether you count or not your calories. You don't need to count calories in order to do this right. But whether you count it or not, you end up taking in 1,500 calories. Your body goes, okay, I have 1,500 already, but I need 2,000. I'm gonna go into the closet, which is your body fat stores, and I'm gonna get the other 500 out and use it up. So guess what? Your stores, your body fat stores, are going to be dwindling because your body has to actually use that up. So that's how that works. Now, your body doesn't want to use up body fat stores, right? That feels threatening to your body. Your body thinks that these stores are great. To have this storage on you is great, for a rainy day. So your body wants that. So it's going to be throwing you all kinds of signals that this is not okay. It's going to be throwing you cravings. It's going to be throwing you greater hunger signals, okay? Because it's saying, wait, we're going through our stores here. This must be like a time of famine. We need to get that back up. So I'm gonna make you really hungry. So this way, the next opportunity you have to overeat and put those stores back on, you'll do it, right? So it's gonna make you hungry. So what are you talking about here, Tara? Hunger then can be seen as a bit of an instant gratification if done right. I'm not saying to be starving. I'm not saying to be hungry all the time, but hello, little boy. Okay. But I'm saying that you can start to reframe it, and instead of looking at hunger as being this awful thing that you need to avoid, you can start, Sorry. Oh, yeah.
Press that, and you press that on, and press that off.
Thanks, buddy. What I'm saying is that you can start to reframe hunger then and actually think like, oh, I'm having periods of hunger before I eat each meal. You know, I'm hungry before my breakfast. I'm hungry before my lunch. I'm hungry before my dinner, instead of just eating before the hunger comes on. And now you can say, well, that's good. That might mean, or that probably means that I'm actually going through some of my fat stores. So my body is saying, it doesn't want to use up these fat stores, and it's throwing me this extra hunger, but I know that I do want to actually use up my fat stores, so this is perfect. Okay, buddy. He's asking for tacos.
I'm going to show you guys.
I'm going to show them the tacos?
Yep, and the crackers.
Come here. And then I'm going to do the rest of the video.
That,
tacos and crackers.
That. Look, that. And this. 1 second.
Speaking of hunger, that's all you need is to see tacos and crackers, right?
To be healthy.
To be healthy? Cool. So you can reframe hunger, right? And that can be all of a sudden a bit of an instant gratification. Like, look, I'm kind of on the right path because I'm hungry before I'm eating. You still need to fuel yourself. Okay. So what else? Well, when you work out, you don't have to be sore when you work out, right? But maybe sometimes you are sore when you work out. I was a bit more sore last week than I had been in the previous weeks. You know, I guess I just hit it a little bit harder. And to me, when I'm sore, I love it because it's a nice reminder that I worked my body. So instead of seeing it as a negative, I see it as a positive. And so again, instant gratification, you're sort of turning around the way that you look at things. So you're sort of reframing it, and you. Okay, buddy, I don't know where they are. Sorry, guys. Okay, great. What else? Well, your confidence is going to shift pretty immediately. A lot of people think that they need to see results before they start feeling confident about themselves, and that could take a while. But that's not the case. The confidence really comes, you guys, from setting a goal and sticking to it. When you stick to your word, you feel like you feel unstoppable because you're like, oh my God, I said I was going to do something and I did it. What else can I do, right? And all of a sudden it's like anything goes for you. And that's where you get your confidence from. It's not because you look a certain way. You know, there's plenty of people that you might look at and be like, oh my gosh, they look perfect or whatever. And they have so many insecurities, right? Everybody has insecurities. If you don't work on what's going on up here, even when you look a different way, you're not going to be full of confidence. The confidence is something that you really have to work on, you have to practice, and it comes from sticking to your word to yourself, right? So you make promises to everybody else all day long, your boss, your kids, your family, your friends, whatever, you make all of these commitments and you stick to them, right? At least most of the time. But are you giving yourself that same kind of a commitment? Are you saying, I'm gonna get up and work out in the morning, and sticking to it just as much as you stick to all your other commitments to everybody else? When you start to do that, that's where you start to feel confident.
And you need to play always.
And you need to play always?
No, you need a plate.
Oh, you need a plate always.
Like
Okay.
I'll show you.
I should do a new segment like Life Lessons by Jagger. So that's another area of instant gratification, right? Your confidence will go up before your confidence will go up before you necessarily start to see all these body changes, right? Your energy could go up because you're eating less crap, you're working out more, you're eating tons of healthy foods and all that stuff, you're drinking more water, all the things that you're paying attention to when you're on this health journey or this fat loss journey could help you sleep better and give you more energy. Instant gratification. So our brains, to sum it up, our brains are hardwired to look for instant gratification. You know this, but you're seeking it out by looking for body changes to be instant gratification. That's later in the game. In order to stay in the game long enough to see those results and to see those changes, you need to give yourself these little hits of dopamine along the way, these little hits of instant gratification. Start to reframe the way things are going. Know at least a little bit in your head that when you're feeling hungry before your meals, you're likely tapping into your fat stores. That's good instant gratification, right? If you feel a little bit sore in your workout, or you're feeling like you struggled through the last couple of reps, you're making changes to your body. You're getting stronger. Instant gratification, okay? Confidence. Confidence will not come when your body changes at the end. This is not like something that shows up all the way back there. It's something that's going to show up immediately. The second that you set a goal and then you stick to your word, because likely you've not done that most of the time, right? Most people watching this video have not been great at sticking to your word on this health journey. So once you start to do that, that's when you're gonna build the confidence and build the momentum. And things like your energy and your sleep, that can change pretty immediately. Once you start, taking out some of the junk little by little, replacing it with some healthy stuff. You guys know I'm not all about like 100% on anything. Just make these little changes incrementally, progress over perfection. So use instant gratification to your benefit, because we are going to always be seeking that out. All right, I'm going to get back to the little man over here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. You want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye.